Dear students, welcome to JCE eConnect, subject Engineering Chemistry. Students, in the previous class, we discussed about primary and secondary air pollutants. Today, in this section, we are going to discuss about how to manage the waste. The waste may be a solid or liquid or gas. Each waste will be having a different method to dispose, what we call waste management. This management depends upon the source from which it is generated. Hence, it includes collection, transport, treatment, and disposal. Also, it needs to be monitored properly. Solid waste is the garbage from animal and human activities. These are normally discarded things or unwanted materials which are treated as useless. Tons and tons of solid waste is being generated every day in our life. The sources include homes, offices, industries, agriculture, residential areas, commercial establishments, and institutions. The other sources of solid wastes are municipal wastes like street cleaning, drainage cleaning, and so on. Manufacturing plants also contribute much in generation of waste. Agricultural crops, poultry farms, spoiled food, and pesticide containers are also considered as solid waste. Depending on the physical characteristics such as density, moisture content, and size of the waste, a suitable disposal technique can be decided. The chemical characteristics of solid wastes are if lipids are present or not, or the carbohydrate level, or the protein content, whether the natural fibers are present or not, or if it contains synthetic organic content or not, whether it is combustible, what is the calorific value of the waste. These are the parameters on which the treatment is normally decided. One of the best method of disposal is scientific landfilling. In this method, a base layer of clay with 90-meter thickness is laid down first. On this layer, a drainage layer is made up of soil having a thickness of 15 meters in length and a vegetative layer of 45 centimeters. This layer prevents soil erosion. The liquid that drains from the landfill is called leachate. The presence of above two layers ensures that this leachate is collected before it reaches the groundwater. The production of methane gas, which is an air pollutant, is reduced in this method. The vertical wells that are constructed in these landfills suck methane gas regularly, and hence the methane gas can be used for heat and power generation. But the scientific landfilling requires a lot of space. Therefore, if the waste is biodegradable, then composting can be done easily. Good quality manure will be generated because of composting, which can be used as a fertilizer for agriculture. This composting can be done in two ways. First one is home composting, in which proper mixture of oxygen, water, carbon and nitrogen is formed in presence of microorganisms. The organic matter breaks down to simple molecules. The second method is vermicomposting at commercial level. Vermicompost is prepared by degradation of organic material using a variety of worms such as white worms, wigglers, and earthworms. This is relatively quick and efficient. The next part of solid waste management is recycling and reuse. It includes primary, secondary, and tertiary recycling methods. Primary and secondary are physical methods, whereas tertiary is a chemical procedure. Remolding is an example for primary recycling. Secondary recycling is processing of waste plastic that has different properties than of original product. The tertiary recycling involves the methods such as pyrolysis, in which plastic waste is converted to fuels and basic chemicals from which the plastic was manufactured. Thank you.